Creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is, when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as aura.
I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hip hop, a hop and you don't stop, the rocket to the bang bang boogity said jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogity beat.
Korak as Lythander. Elatos as Gavel.
For England, Unblinking? No, for me.
And Gamer X, the GM, as everyone else. We are born of blood, made men by blood, undone by blood. Fear the old blood. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark!
By the gods, fear them, Lawrence.
Hello. I have to say,
Unfortunately,
everybody here should watch a great show called
Yeah.
Zenkaiger.
I hope you look forward to it, dear viewers. This is this may be the last week that we play with these tokens specifically.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you should
yeah.
probably
Yeah, we've been working on
being as Lythander.
we've been working on the Season 2 designs. Speaking of end of season stuff, anyone want to tell them what happened last time?
Good question.
So was it this last session we talked to a giant dragoness?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yes,
okay.
it was.
No, last session was also. Last session we talked to the big dragon.
Mommy.
Yeah, we were very insulting. There was also the grudge match. We were very excited about the grudge match. I believe
I code somebody again.
both me and Lythander, one hit killed our opponents by different manners. And
It wasn't a one-hit KO for Liza. You had a beam struggle first.
yeah, I had to beam struggle in order to not be instantly.
By the way, she was your counter pick.
Yes, yes. Rex wanted to give me a challenge, so he built a character that was entirely designed to counterpick my character.
I don't know what this character was to me.
The character essentially could hang out from on a spot away from my main weapon's reach and poke me to death. Additionally, their strongest attacks were all environmental hazards that keyed off of my worst stats in order to deal massive damage. And they also have resistance to my main element of attack. And if that wasn't enough, they also just straight up had like a higher chance to avoid my attacks because of their wind barrier.
Meanwhile, for Gavel,
Yeah.
there's a man in my soup.
Yeah, literally, we had an eavesdropper and Unblinking managed to rat him out.
Yeah, he was. Meon showed up for a bit longer this time. He was using a sidereal stealth charm to hide in impossible space. And then when he was discovered, he had to burn one of the most powerful tools in his kit to get out because he was out of motes for absence.
And Gavel almost kicked him in the neck.
Yeah, before he started reverse flash vibrating in place. You could still, you still see, we pick up shortly around the end of that, you still hear magical words of essence being spoken and ringing in your ears. As the image is burned into your eyes for a few bits, like looking at the sun too long. It's a weird-ass poem for some reason.
We're gonna find this asshole, and he'll be out of power soon, so it'll be a good idea. Let's beat the hell out of him into giving us some information. But yeah, additionally to that, the way that I managed to finally beat my my counter pick was by starting a side quest path of some kind, in which I stole a sick ass bow from a vengeful demigod.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you absolutely even pissed off the Hearteater even more, because that was who it was.
Yeah,
If it weren't obvious.
Mhm.
yeah, I figured just about.
Yeah, also, in regards to Korak's question, that was a partial social encounter in addition to a fight. She was testing the measure of who you were, because you had a memory wipe since the last time you talked.
Mm-hmm.
And you accidentally shot the Janet's stolen body out of her.
Yeah.
It's okay, because now she's going to be giving you the AP lunar lessons.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how to make a necromantic death machine by having one beat you up.
If you can't raise yourself from the dead, are you really a necromancer?
Birth of Sanity Sorrow, BOSS, incoming.
You never know.
Oh, goodness.
So we open about shortly after the conclusion of that last match, as the debris is falling, so to speak, and there's more and more people filing in now that we've actually gone through the semifinals and are going to enter the finals and grand finals soon.
Yeah.
And it's about this point that people start screaming near the front door,
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
and they are bold.
There's a losers bracket? You said
No, there
you
is no
said
losers
finals,
bracket. I
and
said
then you
the
said
final.
grand finals.
Part of that might be a reflex because I work in a sports space as my day job.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Uh-huh. That is some
Oh.
people bowled over by something just rams through them and trips a bunch of people. They land on their faces, and there's a very big commotion going on by the front door.
Oh dear.
Bows over and over to people, and something rams into Gavel.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no.
What's this something?
It's
What this something
it's Hayato
is-
Kawajiri. It activates the bomb, bites the dust.
Oh no! It Killer Queen's in Gavel's eye!
Oh, no!
What this is about slightly larger than a human fist. What appears to be a little wheel
Oh,
that has eyes inside of it.
oh that's
Whoa.
terrifying. Gavel's gonna kick it.
No.
It comes back.
Yes.
She's gonna kick it again.
It comes back.
No.
Okay, is it going to the same length?
Nope, it is
Or the
just...
same position?
Yes, it is trying to get to your feet.
Oh, oh, lovely. Gavel's gonna toss it to the other side of the room then.
It comes back.
Lovely. Is it okay? Is it doing anything besides just trying, for whatever reason, to get to Gavel's feet?
Well, it's less to your feet and more that's where it gets to. It just...
Okay.
Whatever it gets there, it just kind of swivels in place and you see some compartments start spinning. And what appear to be a few characters in Old Realm pop in and out as gyres inside start whirring and spinning.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. That's a bomb. Okay, so Adam is going. Is Adam in this scene, or is Aura in this scene? Rather, I gotta get used to that.
Here.
All right.
Let's see. In automatically lower S in there. Okay. I'm gonna. Gavel's gonna try this. Yeah, I'm gonna spend
Okay.
a mote. I'm gonna use Spirit Cutting
Well,
Glaive.
it's a
that's my
material
shtick.
spirit. It's a material demon, actually.
Oh, okay. So that just doesn't work then. That's fine.
Well, activating that would tell you a bit more about what this is. This is a messenger demon.
Okay.
It was trying to give you a note.
Oh. Now is not really the best time,
But it was a bomb.
but fine.
It's an address.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
Somewhere close near the docks where you came in on a different at the very, very end of it, and there appears to be the edges of this letter appear to be burnt.
Huh.
And the demon dissolves and heads back to Malpheus in a burst of green fire. Its message delivered.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, I, at the other table, just kind of leans over. Presence of ash and soot indicate. Sniffs the letter.
Gavel almost instinctively pulls away, but she restrains herself.
Volcano? Soil composition very similar to igneous rock? Why? Who? Have you met a volcano?
You'll get...
a
not
minute.
in this cycle, no.
Volcano? I've met a volcano. Aura has met a volcano.
Oh boy, alright.
If you'll recall, back in, I believe it was session 2, I gained some eclipse powers from a volcano god.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So maybe Aura can be a physician.
Did we kill that one?
We did not
I
kill
forget.
that one.
That was her friend.
Yeah, that one
Okay.
gave us powers.
Yeah, magnanimous
cool.
pyroclast.
Yes, magnanimous pyroclast.
I don't have them. Let's see. Do I have them in my notes? No, this was before I was
Yes.
taking notes. Okay.
So what does the volcano want?
Well, I think there might be something here, but nonetheless, I better round the troops and...
Gavel, make a finesse plus awareness roll, and you too, Lythander.
Finesse.
What's
awareness,
Lythander?
Okay.
What's Lythander got to do with it? Lythander?
You'll see.
Okay.
One, two,
Finesse,
three,
why
four,
was that the one that I
five,
didn't
six,
decide to
seven,
upgrade?
8.
And I am not aware at all. No, okay, I have 66 in that. That's not terrible.
3 successes. I got 3 ones on that too. Oof.
Good thing this isn't World of Darkness where one subtracts successes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be a
That's
nightmare.
going to be 6
Oh
successes.
my goodness!
6. Nice.
Yeah.
By the time Gavel sees them, they're gone, but Lythander actively sees where they went. A sky thundering shadow. The Abyssal,
What is
all the
she-
way back from the start of our campaign.
here?
Oh,
Oh,
lovely!
God.
What is she doing?
She's floating in the air, translucent as a spirit.
All of
Oh,
the
shit, she's
is
dead.
every single one of the villains of the campaign like coalescing into one place.
Most.
It's Quantum Mania, baby! Let's
And
go!
specifically from those extra successes, she is dead, but she's not dead. She is using second circle necromancy to astral project herself here, you recognize.
Okay.
And you see her looking at the piece of paper and then drifting towards the docks.
I am going
Oh,
to
lovely.
go to the paper.
She just wants to ask for directions.
There's an address written on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, gentlemen, we should... Sorry, ladies. Sorry about that. Ladies,
No problem.
would you like to go to this address? I heard there's supposed to be a party there.
I think we should go there right
Okay.
now. Unblinking, would you perhaps want to come with?
He actually looks at the ceiling towards where Sky Thunder and Shadow flew off. Yes. Sooner rather than later.
Well, we're going now, so pack your things. We're moving.
Now, remember when you saw him run up through the sky in super speed? He's already motoring. And you see him
Okay,
running
cool.
up the raindrops again.
Gotcha.
Actually, I don't know if any of you guys saw that before. He was using the perfect balance charm, but only Pedro, the familiar chicken, saw that. So you just see him
That's
run into the
funny.
sky, stepping on raindrops.
Fuck.
Does he know?
Well, I must say, that's quite
Does he
impressive.
know?
What the clock?
And you actually don't see him by the time you get to the docks. He appears to have gone upwards.
Ah.
He is still eternally stepping. You see a dot on the horizon that you're pretty sure is him and not a bird. It's just kind of running up the sky still and is just checking out the clouds. Presumably he's your eye, being the eye in the sky in this new development.
Our little sentry.
The address when you get there is a boat.
Uh-huh. Is that it?
I don't know. Describe your boat.
Oh no! Oh, it's our boat.
Wait, oh, okay.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Did we... Hold on.
All
I'm
right.
trying to think. Whose boat is this technically? Like, who's the technical
See
owner of this
here.
boat?
That's your call.
Okay.
Because I don't think Gavel would own
I guess.
a boat.
I guess Aura could own a boat. That would make sense. Kind of.
You want to shoot. You've never seen this boat before.
I didn't know. I didn't know I owned a boat.
You do now.
Yep. All right.
Says someone from the deck.
So
Mhm.
I guess let me see if I can try to describe this one. So the boat looks a bit like a Byzantine man of war, with the crazy sails, like the multi-layered sails, like sort of all streaking across the back.
Let me look at Byzantine ships real quick.
With a big, long bow. Like it has a very large extended bow, almost like a beak.
Oh, those
It
things.
has little red and gold accents all across the carapace. It has a second floor, of course, so you can look at things a bit better. Or at least, I don't know exactly what it's called, because, typically big boats like this have like a little second floor where the steering wheel is. But yeah, mostly has
At
all the
least
typical amenities. A lower floor for all the people to hang out in, keep supplies. And on the prow is a harpoon gun for when you need it.
Two minor additions to that. The first is that there is a figure on the deck with about like half full anima going off. Red and black lava is spewing into the air and thankfully not burning the ship.
Thank you.
You recognize this to be Druhu Magma Drinker, the dude you saved back in the tomb, who ended up getting completely owned.
Hey, what's good, my man?
In one hand, he is holding a bottle of wine that has not been opened. In the other hand, he's just on his crutches. And the other thing you see mounted on the prow of the boat as a figurehead, is that a statue of a dead shark? Wait, is that even a statue?
Oh.
No, or wait, is that legitimately just a dead shark on the
statue
bonus?
of a dead shark. Okay, so I guess this is what's her face parting gift, so to speak.
Oh, what's her name? It's in my list.
Liza.
Liza's?
Liza's a hearthmate.
Oh.
It's a bunch of fun, cool names for groups of exalts that are comprised of one type. For a group of lunars, it's a pack. For solars, it's called a circle. For sidereals, it's a fellowship. Dragonbloods, it's called a hearth.
And for lunars, it's called a business.
Yeah, pack, I said.
Called Gavel.
Business.
Well, you could call some groups of lunars a business, but that'd piss others off because there's a lot of staunch anti-capitalists in
Yes,
the
but ferrets
Silver
have
Pact.
businesses.
For a Hearteater, it's called an infestation.
A bunch of ferrets
I
is
actually did
actually
not
called
know
a
that.
business.
For Infernals, it's an Eye of March.
Nice.
And for Abyssals, it's a coterie, like the group of vampires and Vampires the Masquerade.
And for Hearteaters,
yeah.
it's an infestation.
Heyo! That's probably not canon, but it probably is now.
Anyway.
Alright, so you see Druhu waving at you with his crutch.
Yo!
Well, well, well.
Long time no see, big guy. How's it been?
You're gonna have to come closer, I can't hear you from over here!
Yes, you can.
Gavel's gonna walk up to the ship.
Alright.
Into
Let's
Drew
get up
here.
on top of that thing.
He gestures and the boat docks itself.
Oh.
You see, if Spirit Cunning Glance is still active, you two would actually notice that there appear to be fire essence spirits that are Up in the sails, for the most part, they appear to have been forcefully propelling the ship, and some of them go and help dock the boat, lay anchor, put out the ramp for you guys to walk on boat for.
Gavel's gonna point at the fire essence. You're doing, I presume?
That it was. I managed to do a bit of dabbling with sorcery while in between when last we saw. And this is the boat you were promised.
Oh.
I nearly forgot about that, I'll be honest, but good that you kept your end of the bargain,
What's the deal with the
nonetheless.
statue at the prow?
Well, I heard from Pyroclast about a trophy you guys fought fighting this woman on the shore.
I
Something
think we
like
might
that.
need to lose that
I
one.
used some magic to turn it into a statue. Did you know that there's a spell specifically dedicated to turning livestock into stone for some reason?
Wait, so
I
hold
can
on.
imagine a couple reasons as
So
to
hold
why.
on. That thing's alive?
Oh no, not anymore.
Oh.
I think someone smashed its head in.
Gavel is going to smirk.
All right, yeah, we really can't have that thing on the prow. It's a whole.
No, what are you talking about, Aura?
Okay, so we are already in some deep shit with Liza and the hearth.
Oh my god.
And I don't know if it's okay if we if we're parading around the main reason we're in trouble as a decoration on our new ship.
It'll be fine. Don't worry
Both
about
of you guys
it.
make fortitude plus awareness checks.
Fuck.
Yep, alright. Fortitude awareness.
Yeah, you as well. Both people with Spirit
Excellent.
Cunning Glance get an auto stunt.
Okay, cool.
5
1, 2,
successes.
3, 4, 5, 6, and then a stun adds 2.
I-
Yeah.
2 dice, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, 50?
Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
3
7,
successes.
8.
Someone didn't space that out, right?
Yeah,
No,
2
4.
successes.
Only Lythander sees
No,
that?
you got
4
4, Gavel.
successes.
You got 2 auto
Yeah, I have
successes, remember?
No,
Oh,
no,
you
two.
got a
Two
stun.
dice, not auto successes.
I was
never
about to
mind, I have
say
2 more dice to roll.
stunts.
Meanwhile, I have
Awesome.
No.
Do better than
Well,
me.
even
Okay,
then it was
well.
difficulty 3, so Lythander and only Lythander succeeded.
Wait, did I not?
Lythander,
succeed?
you see the
Rex.
statue.
Rex,
Actually, no.
did I not
yeah?
succeed? I got 3.
Sorry, yeah, Aura sees it too.
Only Gavel doesn't see
Yeah,
it.
Gavel is too busy talking to Drew. So,
Gloating about the dead shark head.
speaking of the dead shark head, you see it jerk
Yep.
and then slowly fly into the sky as Sky Sundering Shadow, far above you, is stealing the shark via necromancy.
What?
I would like
hell?
to, Is there anything I do to dispel her?
She is extreme range away. Do you have anything that hits extreme range?
No, but can I do anything to pull the shark my way?
Go ahead and give me a Force plus Sagacity roll, difficulty 5.
Alright, I'm gonna stunt, or I'm gonna use spend a,
Mo?
yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
to, use, Sagacity, Excellency.
Go ahead. She did the same, incidentally.
Five.
5 successes.
Players win ties, mostly. So,
Yay.
it is incredibly difficult. This is a tug of war, and this is the strongest person in a tug of war you've ever played. She's a really fucking good necromancer, you realize. Scary good.
I'm not even a
Probably even better than
But
your
I'm not
teacher.
even a necromancer.
Your fucking Xbox.
What do you mean I have Uno?
Oh my goodness.
But even so, you're physically closer to it. So, and there's a boat as leverage with a bunch of fire spirits and ambient essence in the air that she does not have access to. So you are able to dig your feet in and yank the shark back via physically jumping and grabbing it.
Does Gavel notice this at all?
Yeah.
Nope.
Cool.
This is a funny background event for Gavel.
You just see.
I was about to say, Gavel's just gloating.
Fly up, grab it, and then just turn into the heaviest thing he knows. And the background.
Gavel's just gloating about the shark to this dude, and she doesn't even know that it almost got stolen.
God dang it!
from
I
her.
knew this thing was trouble.
Oh, that's funny.
And Aura knows that technically this isn't violating the oath that Sky, Thunder, and Shadow swore to you, but it's skirting the line.
It is.
It's getting real
it's edging.
close.
She's edging right now.
Yeah, she's manipulating the exact wording of what she said.
What was it? I don't remember. I don't even remember.
I think not to directly interfere with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to. And stealing a masthead would not be direct.
So she has
interference.
decided to
No,
And
stealing the
antagonize
spirit
her.
of the masthead.
So she has been rendered
still.
incapable of directly interfering with us. So she has decided to antagonize us instead.
She has decided to cause vandalism.
Unless she breaks the oath, which would have capital C consequences, but she hasn't done that
That's
yet.
true. It's a fucking great oath. It'll be fun.
quote unquote yet.
Aura actually automatically knows whenever any of the oaths they've sealed are broken.
Yeah, I always know.
Okay.
Does he know?
Yeah.
He does. She does.
It's just like a psychic ping, and nope, you could definitely you cross-reference your memory, and this is iffy. But if the Unconquered Sun doesn't think that this is breaking the rules, then what are you to say?
I'll allow it, but watch yourself.
She says something, but it's too far away to be audible.
What? I guess that's...
All right, so while this is going on, Drew Hugh also has not noticed, and he is just going on and on about ship care, and he hands you the bottle of wine. This is how you christen things, apparently. So, you got a name for this?
Oh, that's a good question. Boss?
Oh boy. Can I get a map of creation again, please?
Yeah, I'll switch to the main screen again.
Thank you.
The world map where each square is the size of France, as previously discussed.
That's fine. I just need to look at a particular area.
Currently, you guys are here.
Ooh, hold on. Wherever you took me, it was not what I had in mind. Hold on. Because we're in Champoor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I think those dotted lines are trade routes.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I was way too far north. Hold on.
Let me switch layers. There we go.
You're fine. I forget. What was that island right here again? Or no, it wasn't that one. Or no, it was it Yadana? Let me look at Gavel's backstory again.
I believe it was Yadana, yes. That's your home turf. The one ruled over by this one immortal asshole of an emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And
why not call it...
with the sun laser walls.
Why not call it Yadana Edva?
Oh.
Edva?
Or Edva for short.
That ain't bad.
Isn't Edva the name of a kind of food?
It's the...
How do you spell
yes. And we're going to leave it at that.
How do you spell
that? Edva, E-D-V-A.
Oh, it's like that one disease from the Blessed Isle, Ligma. I understand.
What? So
Oh.
What's ironic is
is-
you actually tried to do that on fucking someone earlier.
Very nice.
maybe.
All right. Here's to the Edva.
How do you know if I did or didn't? Oh,
Now,
that's
I will
the
note-
question.
I will note that the elementals here are only bound for a limited amount of time, so you will need a crew.
Good.
Gavel still has her 30 squad
Yes.
troopers.
He doesn't know that.
We do have soldiers.
Oh,
in
that's
here.
fair.
Although I guess
And
it's kind
I
of...
should note it is a mundane boat. Implementing any kind of magic into it, I don't have too much access to. I built this in the span of a week. Let me just reiterate. It takes months to build a boat, and according to him, he put it together in like a few days.
I mean, it's still pretty...
That's a little worrying.
Still
but...
pretty impressive. You got this thing up into the water in, a fraction of the time it normally would take.
The camera zooms in. He has bags under his eyes. He has not slept in a
You've
while.
more than earned
Gavel.
your rest, big guy.
Gavel's going to whistle to summon her 30 troops.
They all come out of the turtle.
I mean, you mentioned that, but that is a function of Lythander's ring he could unlock with the proper investment.
True. All right, gentlemen, it's time we set off.
There's a brief silence. Prophet, do you know how to pilot a boat? No. What about you? No.
All right. Don't get your panties in a knot. I know how to pilot a boat.
I believe our dear friend here, Aura, will be sufficient enough for navigating on the ship.
I'll give you the cliff notes, and after that, you can just sort of figure things out on your own. If you need me, I will be enjoying a nice drink at the prow.
Meanwhile, as this is going on, Druki was still breaking down the features of this boat like a salesman. Now, it can't fly, but it can jump. That was very difficult to get in, but the boat is capable of jumping.
What do you mean jump exactly?
You want me to demonstrate?
Can I do... Okay, so Aura...
Are you going to beach us?
So Aura is going to ask, can I do skateboard tricks on it?
I mean, that might scratch the wood up, but you could try.
All right. I'm sold.
If this thing jumps right now, is it going to beach us on the docks?
Oh, crap. Yeah, that's a good point.
Just leave the jumping.
There's a button on the wheel.
Yeah.
It's
a speed race. It's like a speed racer like button thing for that uses like weird little paddles at the bottom to make the ship jump, I imagine.
Yeah. Also, if you look over by the harpoon gun, by its side also set up are a few fire dust cannons.
Oh, that's
nice.
rad.
We do need the ability to, combat stuff with this ship.
And it is the south where fire dust runs aplenty.
Indeed.
Most parts of creation, this takes resources too to get, but it's dirt cheap here. Explosion from the elemental pole of fire. The elemental pole of explosions.
I believe some other things might attribute to that as well, but that's for another time.
That's good. We can
See, there should be enough bunks for how many of you guys are there? 20, 25, 30? There should be enough bunks for all of these guys here. It might be a little cozy, but should be able to fit, and,
We can...
Oh, one more thing. You might need to shoot the sails to get it going.
Excuse me, would you mind repeating that?
Oh yeah, the sails are the sails are the most magical part of this. I wove them myself with some of my own, volcanic essence, so, if you're ever in a squall and there's no wind to blow you around, you could shoot the sails with some, flame pistols.
We could use whales!
The flame caster.
Aura, your fire cannon, please.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We're docked!
Oh yeah, that would be a problem.
Gavel slowly gives it back.
We should really.
Hey, Gavel, make a fortitude plus physique roll as you touch the pistol.
Boy.
Oh, brother, really? Again with this?
Oh,
again
that's
with
right.
fortitude physique.
All right. Well, no, this is the first time with physique.
No, physique has been a bit. I had to deal with some physique rolls on the fight.
Last time, yeah.
Or
right,
Gavel has not. So all right.
Oh no, not Aura, Gavel.
Oh, Gavel.
Yeah,
okay,
Gavel
I thought you
needs
meant
to do
me.
this. 4 successes.
Gavel, did that flame piece just try and bite you?
Did it try to bite me?
It did.
Oh.
Hey, Aura.
Hello.
What's in that thing?
It doesn't break the skin, but you definitely felt teeth as you put your fingers on the trigger. You felt the trigger clamp down and try and break the skin.
Aura, what's in that
I've been
thing?
wondering that myself for like I'd like to say the past month.
And you haven't, done any research on
We've
this
been
at
busy.
all.
We've had the tournament. We had the plan. We've been doing some negotiations. I just sort of slipped my mind, I guess.
I realize this, but
Yeah.
a fire cannon that's almost ate my finger.
Well,
Not something you thought to put some
all
research
right.
into, or at
Okay,
least
let me
notify us
explain.
about.
So this has been happening, I'd like to think, ever since we fought what was it called? The big, giant, undead abomination.
Oh,
Veil
the
Strider.
You have a what?
yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. We've been very busy since.
Yeah,
I assure you.
Things have been going on, my man. It was only a little one.
The second a War Strider is mentioned, you see that Druryu's entire body language has shifted from just casual, like, having a good time with some enemy of my enemies / acquaintances to upright, unwrapped, undivided attention. War Strider? War Strider?
Do you have any knowledge in Worst Riders?
I've heard about them from Pyroclast. He used to help work on one back in the day during, like, the Shogunate.
Did he now?
Lythander, could you?
I mean, like, yeah, Volcano God, Red Jade, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Hey,
Yeah, I was about
Lythander.
to ask. Yeah. Hey, Lythander. Could you give us your ring real quick?
Wait, what? Sorry, I could not hear anything for a second.
Oh boy.
All right. The War Strider in the ring was mentioned.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Drury was
I was
very interested.
I was asking for the ring.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to where
Lythander.
Lythander is. I'm gonna grab him by the ear, pull him over to where we are.
What?
Ring, please.
No.
Drury clears his throat. Hey, so if I give you, if I spruce up your shovel, can I see inside the ring? He's gonna make a persuade roll to look inside to try and convince you to let him see the War Strider.
Oh wait, this is our friend. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yes, otherwise we wouldn't be asking
Yeah.
this. Or at least Gavel
what do you think?
wouldn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or I would absolutely just let an enemy see this.
That's a 1.
That's under your resolve, so it's your call.
Oh yeah, your
My
resolve
is 2.
That is true.
Yeah, that's why it's your choice.
Sure.
Yeah, his pleas are not successful, so whether or not you want to let him see it out of pity is your call.
Sins are not forgiven.
Sure.
He has an ear-to-ear grin now, and
What?
whoop, goes inside the ring.
I
Yeah,
don't
he just
want him back
puts his
out.
head in there. He just puts his head in there.
Okay.
We need him out eventually,
Ooh,
like
You guys don't
and
know that because remember, 1 second is out here is like 8 hours in there.
true.
That's why I said he just puts his head in there, just because like it's easier to talk to him when he's not entirely inside a magic ring.
Yes, but if their head is in there, then they can't exactly hear us proper.
True. But they can come out, but they can just like sort of pull their head out and be like, "Yo, look, it's here."
Now, Lythander, I actually am asking if you're serious about keeping him in there, because that is a function of the ring that you kind of discover. Like,
That's
Nah,
hilarious.
it was called the Gavel for a reason.
They
Yeah,
can-
true.
He can come and leave whenever he wants in there.
Okay, after a few moments, he pops back out. Wait. Oh, that was so cool! It was this giant thing. It was only partially complete, but there was so many potential for putting weapons on there, and you can maybe spruce it up by adding in some more jade, or hell, maybe even orichalcum if you could find. Why? What did the sun? Wait, how long was I in there for?
Couple
A few
of minutes,
moments for us.
I did a full examination. That took hours. What?
Don't question it, please. Don't question it. Now, my question to you, can you fix it?
You have him make a craft roll for analysis. He's spending an excellency on this.
Yes, please.
Good stuff. Hey, look at that. That's
Okay,
five
that's
successes.
5 successes.
It was difficulty 5 to diagnose
Nice.
this, so
Ooh.
his anima starts to glow up even more, and you start to see the plume of a volcano form around him in his iconic imagery. So there's just a hollow volcano floating behind him, poking through someone's face, probably like clipping in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever would be funniest to have that happen to.
Me.
Um, yes, but I would need a lot of time and a lot of materials, and I should note I have not worked on a war strider before, so I don't know if I could do it alone.
How many people or how many working hands would you need? And also, what materials for that matter?
Normally, it would take a full complement of hundreds of artisans helping to work on this. I could reduce that by a significant amount, but what I mean in terms of I don't physically know how to build and maintain these things. I did a large examination of its inner workings, but I don't know how to construct on it or how to add on to it. I just have a base understanding of what it was built for, how it works, and that was a lot of screaming from that, but it's soul steel, so I guess that's unavoidable.
Yes, yes, it is.
It was screaming the entire time.
Yes, I need to take care of that at some point.
Can you?
I could call in some favors and maybe help with that, but that would be a lot of favors in return
You
for
could take-
me.
Well, the thing about artisans is that they're real passionate and eccentric. I could get somebody. I could see if we could find some more of these eccentric people along the end of along our journey. Seeing as we have just happened upon a great ship, we might be able to reach all sorts of places. And who knows?
Also, aren't we
Once we're
forgetting
done with our
that
campaign
we have,
here, of course.
5 hours, I think, before, shit hits the fan hard.
Don't worry, that's why we have...
Everyone get in the ring, we're
That's why
going
we
to have
have
a
a
very
little-
long discussion.
Before you do that, there's someone I need to... Hold on. Gavel's gonna snap her fingers and hope that Unblinking sees.
Unblinking is several miles up in the sky.
Would they be able to see that?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Wait, actually, hang on. I did specify him as the awareness bot. Let's have him make a roll.
I was about to say, I would be a little surprised.
He does have supervision.
I do. I just like sort of. I grab like a piece of orichalcum, like metal, and I just sort of like glint it against the sun repeatedly.
Your gun?
And make like a little flash to let him know, hey.
Your gun is probably the only orichalcum you have on you.
Anything metal.
So just that. Then.
Anything metal, really. Any metallic
Okay.
substance that can like reflect.
So
sunlight
there is a
like
pause
this
for a few seconds. A few more. And you see Unblinking Eye fall from the sky into Lythander's ring.
I didn't even tell him what the plan was, but
Plummets
I
into
suppose
the
that
ring like the
works.
opening of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Adam flips up. Adam flips up a little scorecard with the number 10 on it. Impressive, yeah.
Drew Hugh gives him an 8.
Lythander pulls out a 2.
I can understand.
Enjoy the show, Unblinking.
What? Time. Distortion. He
Yes.
actually pauses and Freeze looks at Lythander. What is that?
all those can be answered and more inside that thing.
No.
FateBreakers.
Answers first. Ring. What is it?
Here we go.
Well, I think I would like to
Artifacts.
explain.
Obvious.
But you asked what it was.
Destruction. Make. Magic. Time magic.
Bullshit we don't
As
know.
far as we can understand.
Actually, I do
it
know, but I
is-
mean, I forgot.
Well, as far as we can understand, it is some kind of pocket dimension
Lythander?
centered within the inside of the ring, potentially given to our friend Lythander, but by their old soulmate, a solar that we actually are currently trying to hunt down.
Lythander, he hits you with Curse Shattering Strike.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Roll.
Roll the bone. Ooh!
Alright,
That
does
is
he
6
break the curse?
successes.
You already broke the curse with the magical venture, and besides, the Forgotten Blade's effects are one of the powerful curses that would require a full venture to dispel, but you already took care of that. What this actually does is, through comboing with Archive Mind Mentality, as he kicks you in the dick, he kicks the memories back into you. The camera zooms in on your eye,
I like this guy.
and you remember building this thing.
You see, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself.
One of the very many reasons I'm glad that this cycle I wasn't born with those parts.
I like this fella.
Camera
We
zoom.
should invite him on more.
He looks
adventures.
at you. Kicks to groin hurt no matter what plumbing.
Yep.
Indeed, but some require more of a force
Couldn't have
than
said it better
others.
myself. I'm blinking.
Meanwhile, you're going through a whole fucking Sauron forging the ring flashback right now, Lythander. You weren't actually the one with the hammer, but you were the one working with actually forging this thing, and you see the other person who did this in their past life. They were previously the person who is now known as Sky Sundering Shadow.
Ah.
And one
What
other
did he?
person who is just running through a purple haze you can't quite identify. All that you could really tell is the hazy sign of Mars on their forehead. And maybe
Does it
that
have a
they're
feedback?
particularly hairy.
Didn't we meet that person in hell? I think we
No,
met
I don't
Ace,
think
I
so.
think.
You haven't been to hell, you've
Sorry,
been to
the
the underworld.
underworld.
The audience is very insistent about not
Big,
mixing
big
that
difference.
Sorry. The
Big
underworld,
difference.
my bad. There is a big difference. Sorry.
up. You saw a different one. That was a gazelle carp. This is
Yeah.
more for
Okay.
Huh.
a furry with the male symbol, as you would know it, because that's the astrological sign of Mars.
Mars.
Mhm.
Mars.
Thank you, Greeks.
Mars.
Or was that the
I
Romans?
think
I,
it was,
forget.
It was the Romans. Yeah,
No, it was the Romans.
Yeah, so you were all working on forging this, and the Mars person's contribution was doing martial arts over the ring and just punching it over and over while it was burning and forging and being forged in. And specifically, you remember they were using a sidereal martial art to make this. They were hitting it over and over and over with Emerald, Gyre, Aeons combos. A martial art specifically designed to fuck with time. This is where the time manipulation powers come from.
Oh.
One of the strongest martial arts, period. And some powers from that are imbued into this. You also remember, shoving a bit of a Neverborn into one of this. That's what comprises the Soul Steel. You shoved you shoved a Hecaton Kyre in here.
What's that?
Hecaton Shear.
A demon made from a Neverborn rather than from a Yozi. Undead demon.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera zooms back in and you're on the ground in pain, clutching your balls.
Welcome back to the world of living, big guy. How you feel?
Why was I such an asshole?
We're all assholes. Someday. Sometimes.
Just some of ours are cleaner than others.
Mhm.
I've always said assholes are the great unifier. Regardless of identification, all have one. All can be one.
Wait, so
Man, what
I,
is with this
in a
guy?
past life,
Interesting.
created Soul Steel.
Yeah.
So I should know how to destroy it.
You have an avenue towards doing that, maybe, but destroying it is something people have been trying to do for thousands
Well, if
of
you
years.
make it, that means you could easily destroy it.
Not quite so.
In theory, but in
Yeah, but-
application,
yeah,
much
That's
more
not
different.
at all how
Because
that
the way
works.
that soul steel is made by traumatizing the ghost and hitting it on the anvil over and over and over until it gives up and is absorbed into the steel. In order to unbind soul steel, at least part of it requires therapy for ghosts.
Nice.
Lythander, I think you know what that means. We need to find an A-team of therapists and make them live inside the ring.
We're not
That's
doing
true.
that.
We're probably not doing that.
So, Unblinking Eye is still standing over Lythander, arms crossed. Any memories?
No.
What is it?
Just ball pain.
That means he's got his memory.
He activates Judge Azir's technique. He either knows you're lying or you take -1 dice to fool Unblinking Eye.
I'll take
Oh,
minus one
goodness
die.
sakes. Oh, man.
What's the roll?
Lythander.
It's, let's say this is a stealth roll.
Oh. Okay.
Force plus stealth.
Force plus stealth, huh?
Yeah, that's fair.
Versus, oh my
Oh
god!
my
success.
goodness!
He's gonna do a roll of his own. With a...
If this
oops.
works, I will be impressed. Oh my goodness.
You got one more success
Barely.
within him. 7 dice versus
Barely.
12, and you won.
Wow.
You rolled a shitload of 10s, man.
Yeah, you did.
Stares at you for a long moment. Curse must be more complicated. Would need several strikes in order to make sure. He rears up for another
Yeah, I
kick.
was about to say.
Do not. Gavel is going to put a hand on Unblinking's shoulder. Don't hit him in the balls again,
Or
please.
give me a nipple twister.
Or
I'll give him a nipple twister.
Or a red rocket.
okay.
I'm not mentioning
Yeah, you-
that one again. I'm not
Okay,
saying
I
that's
think
one
you get it.
allowed.
Drew picks up. You know, I heard about a martial art that uses one as a secret technique.
Shut the hell up.
I would prefer I never hear about this martial art ever. Now, are you satisfied?
If remember anything, explain. One of cardinal rules of physics, past cannot be changed. Does not directly interfere with, but anything related to time, notorious sorceress riddle.
Well, all I can
Would
remember
require
is
massive
that
power source
I
to
made it
distort.
somehow. I just remember my past self and a Martian.
Martian? He means Marshall.
You mean someone with the symbol of
Yes.
Mars?
Sidereals again, of course.
They were
Always
just
is.
punching
Question,
over
why-
it, and that was it.
Would he recognize what that means? I'm going to have him roll his tertiary die pool on heavenly politics.
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess I could roll too. I'm a martial artist.
He does.
Okay. Never mind. I will stand here and finish my mojito.
5 successes on 6 dice.
Wonderful.
He
Nice.
freezes the second you hear that punching. Describe more.
They were punching it over and over again.
Color. Color of punches.
I forget.
Green.
Blue.
That's his ear technique.
I already beat him.
well, you have to roll to fool him again.
That's not how this works.
It's a cumulative -1 penalty.
Yeah,
Not
you
when I
did
can
the
lie
minus.
and they believed it. I already have his shape.
That's per lie. No, you don't have his
Yeah.
shape. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have Unblinking Eye's shape
Yeah,
yet.
dude, I tricked him
When?
just before I won that die roll.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And as you're running this bit on him, reeling in pain to your balls, you instinctively recognize you can now shapeshift into Unblinking
Green.
Eye. Emerald Gyre of Aeons. One of most infamous martial arts in all creation.
What's it do?
Style inventor was invented when aged 1,000 years in single blow by fair folk strike. Tractate required for reading is
Why?
literally never
Why
ending. Initiates must read never-ending book to learn martial art.
Why would punch create time dilation?
He shrugs. It does.
That
It just
makes
does.
no sense. This world is stupid.
It's time magic. Did you expect it to make any
Yeah,
sense?
I really don't know what you're expecting.
Nice.
Regardless. So, the ring was forged through the proverbial hammer
Call this a Joel, right?
of a sidereal
Or
sidereal martial art, imbued with the soul.
The Gal.
Yeah, I tell him it's the gal too.
Yeah.
With that.
Gowl.
He doesn't show recognition of that name.
Okay.
So, as far as what we know, the thing was created by the metaphorical hammer of a sidereal martial art that could dilate time, imbued with soul steel, and then forged into this shape that was capable of containing people in a pocket dimension.
Last piece of puzzle. May not have been after you. Blue Sidereal may have been after Ring.
That is true. And now there's an extra bonus inside it.
He takes another look at that ring. Would be invaluable for Yushin agents. Could detain, lock away, whoever pleased.
Well, this is mine, so.
Did not succeed in taking it, apparently, but took memories instead. Unless... He's going to do a quick profile character roll. Which isn't a thing in essence. It's from 3rd edition, but he's going to make a roll nonetheless.
What's he
fair.
rolling for?
Okay.
Against Meon, based on the information. That's not high enough.
Uh-oh.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. This would be a presence roll.
Oh, in that case, let's see. I actually have
Oh,
presence what?
I was about to say, my presence is max.
Yeah, but presence...
The Gavel can also do this too.
Yeah, you can just roll.
Any specific attribute?
Finesse.
Finesse?
Okay,
Awesome.
I'll just do it like that.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
that doesn't do it, I think.
10.
He has a resolve of 5.
You got
5
it!
successes.
Just barely. you wouldn't have been able to do this if you didn't remember who he was, Gavel. But from the very, very, very brief exchanges he had in between bouts of running away like a coward,
And almost getting soft.
Unblinking Eye is actually incorrect in regards to this, because from everything that he said about projects going on in the city, and from Lythander's description of who stole his memories, you have a different theory. Based on all of that, and with Tenpen Meshu's note that Lythander's past self killed a lot of people in this city, hey, was he using Lythander as an assassin?
Oh! I relay this information to Unblinking. Or rather, relay this theory to
That's the sound that comes out. He drops a cup.
In shock. Oh no! The wine glass! You didn't christen it yet!
No, it's okay. It's a metal cup.
Okay,
I made sure. We don't want to break anything.
But I relay this theory to Unblinking.
Do you relay this just to Unblinking or to everyone, including Lythander?
No, I'll include everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, Lythander, this triggers another flashback.
Oh boy.
Your balls hurt again in phantom pain because of the flashback still running through you. You remember a bit more about the circumstances on the night you lost your memories. Your hands are covered in blood. You murdered a man by shoving your hands down his throat and filling him with glass butterflies to destroy his insides.
Oh
That's
my
wrong.
goodness.
But in between looking at his body, you realize he was not, in fact, the person you were looking for. The person who gave you this intel, you can't remember who. All you remember is a vague bluish light around them. Was wrong. And then you start to think back. All the people you've killed in Champoor are either not the targets you were actually after, or you had been deliberately misinformed about the circumstances behind you either stealing and hunting their faces or doing murder or espionage in the city. Someone's lying to you. And then you go and confront them. A fight breaks out, and they use that primal form of martial arts that you now recognize as prismatic arrangement of creation. And they kick your ass. They stab you with the sword, muttering that this asset has been burned. Want something done right, you'll have to do it yourself. And that's the point at when the memories start to get foggy again, as the sword is buried in your face. And zoom back in again on you.
I left Lythander out of the water.
He was going through so many convulsions, he fell off the ship. Oh no!
No, just his head. Doing okay?
No,
You have a good bath?
no, I'm not.
Well, you can tell us all about it. We're here for you. Whatever the cause may be.
Well, I've murdered a lot of people, apparently.
I think you told us that.
Gavel kind of snickers
Oh,
at
Gavel,
that.
I've done more than you ever have, murder-wise.
From Lythander's slowly returning memories, that's actually correct.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Oh, it didn't have to make it a competition, sweetie.
No, it's not a competition. It's a... Oh God, what have I done? The guilt, the pain.
Right.
Also,
All right.
what else is there? Oh, wait, yes, there's
the fact that that sidereal, who I keep on forgetting, I think he has he's a Virgo, right? Or is he Cancer? No, he's Pisces, isn't he?
You see, in the air, Drew Hughes starts sketching out the signals of the signs of the five maidens. Which one of these was it?
Which one was it?
Which one?
There's Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars.
It wasn't Mars.
I was going to say I point to
Venus.
Venus.
It's penis.
Rex, I know it.
Real.
I actually know it.
But Lythander,
Lythander definitely knows it. I took a second to try to remember because I was like,
And
I
that's
know it's
fair.
a sign.
And
Oh,
Chills
it's
definitely
Venus.
knew it too, and didn't have to
I
remember.
thought that was a bit you were running. I didn't realize you'd
Oh, no, I
forgotten.
actually did forget, but I turned it into a bit. I tried
Yeah,
to
it's fine. You
recover.
recovered.
There we go.
The blue one again. Again.
Might I suggest we go into the ring now? It's going to be a long 5
Yeah,
hours.
We really
Yes.
don't have a lot of time to lose.
All right, into the ring you go.
It's like that scene from Persona 4 with the TV.
Mm-hmm. There's a loading screen and everything. It takes way too long.
It
Crash
takes
Bandicoot
5
is there with
hours.
you.
Mm. It does that weird white and black ring discoloration
Crash Bandicoot
thing.
is falling with you. He says hello.
There's a light sensitivity warning in front of your eyeballs.
They didn't have those back in the PS2 era.
They should have.
They really should have.
Anyway, scene wipe 2. Hey, Lythander, does the ring look more defined other than vague gray wasteland now that you're getting some of your memories back?
Yeah.
All right, paint me a picture. What's it look like in there?
It is now a large city of Champoor, almost a 1-to-1 scale.
Ooh. Is it still raining there?
Heavily.
I
Red.
see.
Ah.
Oh,
It's almost as if it's blood that's raining. It's not. It's water. It just looks red in the light.
Straw. Yeah.
what's funny about this is that we already had a bit where it was raining blood way at the start of this campaign again. This really is
Oh,
the
yeah, we did.
everything repeats session tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appropriate
This
given
is
the time
literally the
fuckery.
All-Stars.
And outside the city of Champoor, it is basically a 1-to-1 creation of the journey so far, and everything and everywhere Lythander has walked.
One addition I'll make as a GM. Hey, there's a bunch of Sozens around here.
Oh.
So he was the one who pulled my strings.
No. From Archive My Mentality, nope, this is something
Why
different.
is Sozen here?
Why is Sozen here?
Gavel's gonna go up to one of the suits of Sozen armor and poke it.
Gavel, make me a Force plus Integrity roll.
Awesome.
I will also
All
make
right.
this
hold
because
on.
I'm going to be I'm just going to ask, hey Sozen, why are you here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting.
I
2
rolled a 10.
successes. You roll.
You rolled a 10 on the number 7. Impressive.
There you go.
5 successes.
Hey, it was
Okay.
difficulty 5. You only just noticed it.
Oh, well.
So, you guys are aware by now via Temp and Meshu that Sozen is just a magic suit of armor and not a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What?
Oh, I get it now.
Let's restart that sentence again. Yeah.
Oh, I get it
What
now.
you see, Aura, is for a moment, you see the empty gold circle of a Nightcast cast mark flicker through that armor.
Wait a minute. Nightcast cast mark, huh? And I'm trying to recollect if that's the shopkeeper.
The shopkeep did not have a cast mark.
You mean the one that was late, a couple of sessions ago stated to be Lythander's long lost.
Lythander's.
Oh no, he was just in the store,
The shopkeeper
Ah.
was a changeling.
but he had the same
basically.
cast. Yeah, the shopkeeper was a dreaming soul.
Okay.
But yes, they were also in the store at the time.
Yeah, and they had the exact same cast mark. Meaning that either there's another night cast in this city, or they're Sozen. And that was revealed to the audience at the end of last session, but this is the first inkling the player characters have of that.
Mm-hmm.
The ring revealing that the energy of the reincarnation is Sozen.
The goddamn
this is-
Nightcast is Sozen.
What does Gavel get from all this? Since I only got 2 successes on my roll.
You just think that Lythander has a weird obsession or fixation on Sozen, given that he keeps popping
No.
up, or she rather.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
wait, so Sozen is Lythander's long lost.
The reincarnation of Lythander's first stage partner,
Yeah.
Righteous Knife.
Goodness.
So, I revealed that I attempted to reveal this information to the party in the least, like in a way that I can let them know that this is like as close as I can get to the truth without being 100% sure of it. And like
Okay.
framing it as a theory, essentially.
Okay.
And that I think, and that there is a nightcast inside Sozen's armor. They are a solar, yes. The only solar nightcast person that we recognize was the reincarnation of Righteous Knife, which was Lythander's soulmate. Which leads me to believe that I do believe we found our culprit. Righteous Knife 2 is Sozen.
Too fast, two knives.
And yeah, that's how I choose to frame it.
Heavy.
Thank the
Oh, you first. Sorry.
thank the fucking hells we finally figured that out.
Heavy sigh from Unblinking Eye. Worst case scenario. Had suspicions.
Always
Had
is.
hoped it was not true.
Okay. Why worst case scenario?
Your solar. You know specialties of each cast?
To an extent.
Night casts are almost impossible to find when not want to be found. Best thieves, best shadow operatives, best black ops in history.
And
Oh, I
assassins.
thought that
And
was the
assassins.
sidereals.
Different specialties and assassination targets.
Well,
Nightcast's best at assassinating monsters, things that cannot normally be assassinated.
Well,
Legends about one Nightcast assassinating a mountain.
That's just called dynamite.
I also want to. So Adam or Aura hears this idea. You're right. I think I do know solars. And then Aura has an idea. I need to raise my anima just a little. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. But
Bureau breaking method?
yeah, that too. But
Just speculate on crime and stop it?
more or less. But yeah, I'm going to try at bureau breaking method right now. Spend a
Alright, any particular schemes you're looking for?
Well, we do know about their primary scheme of stealing the key, right?
You do.
So that.
So does this automatically stop it, or does this add a complication to it?
The Exalt must spend a scene sabotaging a venture or bureaucratic task using a Force plus Embassy roll if necessary. On a success, this introduces a number of new obstacles on bureaucratic ventures equal to the Exalt's essence or the number of successes on the roll, whichever is higher. For storyteller characters, the storyteller may decide this makes the venture impossible to complete and cause it to fail outright. And because I have indolent official charm, through mere speculation, the Solar sabotages their enemies, and the Solar may sabotage a venture just by speaking about it, whether or not they know it is occurring.
As you close your eyes and consider this, you realize the tournament was pretty strictly scheduled in terms of what would be starting when. At exactly the stroke of midnight is when the key would be presented to the winner in a ceremony. Hey, what's the best time to summon a demon?
Now.
Okay, what's the best time to summon a demon?
A stroke of midnight?
Yeah.
You realize that Sozen was going to time the thief of the key to exactly when the key would be presented and steal it in front of an entire crowd of people.
Of course. It'll happen at the stroke of midnight. They'll summon the demon there, cause a big enough distraction, nab the key as soon as it's presented, and get the hell out of Dodge.
How fucking cliche.
Indeed.
And as you're saying this out loud, you realize, hey, there's a bit of a sorcerer's energy present in this ring and summoning and binding. Shouldn't take too much of an effort to put some of your personal essence into one of the spirits of Righteous Knife in here and ask him for a little favor to help push that along. Mind you, that would require convincing them, though.
Oh, I thought you were going to be...
This just makes it possible.
I thought you were going to be like, okay, so here's how we're going to beat... Here's how we're going to do a funny... we're going to pull the rug on the thief. I'm going to go over to the tournament organizers, and I'm going to give them the ring. And I'm going to tell them to put it... To trust me on this, put the ring where you keep the key. And when the damn thing gets presented, we're going to pop out of the ring and jump scare the thief.
I mean, if you want to, you could also do that. This was me giving an alternate route.
Yeah.
I liked my demon versus demon idea
I
better,
appreciate that too, boss.
But I must admit, a little ambush always is a nice alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Other minor issue. Have any of you seen this current incarnation?
Once.
Did you who actually notes? I heard they have this. I've heard about perfect disguises. Like they have this trick where they just look like a shadow, and you can't see jack shit about them. So, even if you know they're coming, what if they're not in the armor? What if they're just doing the thing? Would you even know who to look for?
We would have to go after whoever grabs the key first now, wouldn't we? And that would be a split-second timing. However, since this thing seems to love messing with time, would there be any possible way of, I don't know, somehow trapping the thief in here with us?
As this is happening, you see all of a sudden Drew Hugh gets a nosebleed and starts clutching his head. Ah! Oh, bad idea. Sorry, 1 second. Wipes the blood. I was about to go start the rituals to bind an element, to summon a demon in here, but notice from... So Pyroclast left some records in my head, and according to the surrender oath the Yozi swore, there is a specific bylaw. It was not an unconditional surrender. There is no way to distort time in order to assist with summoning. It must happen at the presented times inside of creation itself. So what he's telling you is, no, you can't use this ring to game the system and summon hundreds of demons in a few minutes.
Yeah.
The Yozi thought about that.
A fair thought from the Yozi. But no, what about the thief themselves? Couldn't we just trap them in here once they try and take the key?
Insert gif of Robin Williams getting sucked into Jumanji. Or cover image. That scene fucked me up as a kid.
Lythander, would that be possible? Or hell, Unblinking, would that be possible?
Maybe. Gaul is Gaul, after all. Old realm name for jail.
Indeed.
He turns to one of the Sozens. Would this be possible?
The thief wouldn't be able to run. Lythander would keep them trapped here until we're done with them, shall we say?
Any other details? Any other preparations you guys want to make before launching into the... This is the several cutscenes we'll play in sequence moment that you've been able via getting in the time dilation ring.
In the off chance that the plan of trapping the thief inside Lythander's ring doesn't work, Gavel's going to want to talk with Drew Hugh and Unblinking to not get the full summoning started, but basically figure out the details of what demon are we going to summon, how are we going to do it, etc.
Do we remember what kind of demon they were going to summon? Can we do like a type matchup?
A second circle. A second circle demon. I believe it was Octavian the Quarter Prince.
Octavian the Quarter Prince. So we're looking at a second circle. I'm trying to remember my
So your first circle is your like standard whatever imps, demons, whatever.
/
second circle
message balls.
Yes, funnily enough. Second circle is like think of like your Asmodeus, your Stolas, your Malphite, or not Malphus in the context of this game. Malphus as in like actual mythology terms.
Let's summon Pazuzu.
And third circle is Mundus and up.
Let's summon Pazuzu.
We are not. That would be a third circle team.
That's actually second.
Would Pazuzu be a second? You know what? Sure, fine. We'll go with it. But yes, I myself cannot summon a second circle.
And you can't really do any summoning inside the ring because stipulations built into the surrender oaths.
Yes, but basically doing everything but the actual ritual itself. Basically ironing out the details of who would we summon and so forth.
Okay, well, what purposes are you looking to summon for? Just like an enemy general to combat Octavian or some other kind of specialized demon?
Yeah, we're just sort of... what I'm assuming is that we're just trying to summon something to kaiju battle it so that we can, we can buy some time to deal with the real problem, which is the thief.
Probably what Gavel would have in mind is basically whatever the equivalent of Octavian's rival would be who we would summon. Like Octavian's biggest rival that Octavian could not deny a challenge from.
Yeah, somebody with personal beef with Octavian. If I knew anything about wrestling, I'd probably be making a reference to wrestling right about now.
Yeah.
But you are not Jordan.
I am not Jordan,
so
unfortunately.
Thank goodness.
This is an in-between sessions for me to figure out a custom demon for this, but I could give you a few particular Yozi to focus in on themes on. The first few that comes to mind are demons of Malpheus or Isidorios. Malpheus is, of course, the king of hell, and Isidorios is the Yozi that is a giant boar black hole demon. It is a black hole that is also a boar.
Cool.
Famous for being an unstoppable juggernaut.
That sounds like someone we would want to get on our side for this.
Yeah, summon a fragment of them, maybe. You could also go for the Silent Wind, just in terms of sheer killing potential, but they have really weird alien mindsets even for demons, so good luck binding them and convincing them to fight Octavian. You can have a real
I was about to say.
off the wall strategy with them, but you gotta convince them what to do.
Yeah, A, convince them what to do, and B, try not to have too many casualties along with just Octavian and the thief.
Yeah. Well, let's continue the planning then. So go ahead and give me a few. So I'm going to require a sagacity roll from Gavel and an embassy roll from Adam. Aura, sorry.
Oh boy.
Gotta get used to that.
Okay.
Apologies.
It's alright. I also have to get used to that. So, you...
Any specific attributes you're wanting?
Let's go with force for both.
Okay, I
Force?
can
Okay,
go with some force.
4, so
That's another 5.
90, 10. No, please hit the button. Thank you. Oh my
Oh!
goodness! 8 successes.
Oh God!
Damn. We're rolling pretty good in these checks, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lythander, would it be possible that when the thief tries to steal the ring, could we trap the thief inside the ring?
Yeah, so narratively speaking, the reason Lythander was off for a while is because he was figuring out the mechanics of doing that, let's say.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, it was probably moving a few buildings around, getting a few background Sozens to construct a prison for the real Sozen. Yeah, just imagine Lythander with a hard hat and a clipboard just screaming nonsense into the background and commanding these guys around.
Oh, but all right, we will, well, at least we laid the groundwork for Plan B, but good thing Plan A seems like it'll work.
For one plan, deals with Sozen and with Demon Summoner. What about Blue?
Do we even know where this Blue is? Blue Mars, I should say.
teleport there.
I'm sorry, Blue Venus.
Archive my mentality. For Gavel and less teleporting and more, you remember seeing a brief glimpse of his flying paper boat.
Oh yeah, that thing. Oh, that's right. That. Well, we do have a ship armed with, armaments. We could put those to the test.
Drew actually perks up. He's on a boat too.
On a flying paper boat, I should mention. But yes, a boat.
He turns to look at I with a very confused expression. But how? What? It's possible he gave paper airplane the destiny of a boat.
How good your aiming skills, Drew?
I can hit the broadside of a barn.
And with a harpoon?
No.
I'm just gonna look at you quizzically like, so you want somebody to aim at something with a ranged weapon, and the first person you thought to ask was Drew.
They made the damn thing. I figured they would at least know, I figured they at least calibrated the damn thing.
I know how it works and I could calibrate it to aim, but in motion there's a lot going on.
No, boss, that's not what I meant. You know what? I'm not. You know what?
Actually, how about we let the demon do it?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's let the demon do it.
What?
I mean, we are going to be summoning a demon of war after all, so might as well hit and let.
Can you call up a second circle that easy?
Harpoon.
I don't know.
Side note, if you guys hit Essence 3 within the next few hours, then yeah.
Are we going to hit Essence 3 within the next few hours?
Maybe.
Okay.
That's next few hours in game, not in narrative.
I know.
All right, so that's the plan for the plan for Blue is just to just fucking jump him with the ship when you can.
Literally 360 drop shot the ship.
It can't
with a
fly,
harpoon.
but it can jump good.
It can, and that's all we need.
Mhm.
Last item of interest is Hearteater.
That is going to be a really fucking good, interesting idea.
He looks at... So, Unblinking Eye looks at Lythander. You can break possession. Can you do anything else regarding mind control?
Not that I actually know of. I don't think.
Archive mind mentality, yes.
I can.
You have the anti-mind control field.
Oh yes, I have the AT field.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's an anti-mind control field that he set up and even helped a few of my soldiers with. It's fine. He can do it.
How far field extend?
I think it's about what 100 feet. I actually forget how long that it is.
It's medium range, I think. So it's a narrative. It
Medium
can be. It could be like a one big room. Hey, what's the size of the arena?
One big room.
All we need is your physical presence, and would ensure that the venue is safe. But in regards to the rest of the city, Drew, who is this guy, and what is he doing? I don't.
Oh, is that Drew?
Yeah, that's
is that Drew
yeah, that's
asking
Drew
about
Hugh.
unblinking?
No, that's Drew Hugh asking about the Hearteater, because this is the first he's heard of this.
Oh, it's okay. So, do you want the cliff notes? I think that might be best.
I mean, we have a lot of time in here because of the time stuff, so...
Gavel goes over every excruciating detail she remembers about the Hearteaters.
So it all started when the Incarnate Aurora got fucking ganked and used in a real fucked up saw ritual.
I would also like to
Yep.
put in what I know about them as well.
Well, which is a pretty big amount, judging from both of you having archive mind mentality. So there's a long montage of you pulling out the clipboard like that one gif of Gerard the Completionist.
I was also thinking of Charlie
We
from It's
both
Always Sunny
pull out-
with the
I pull out my
conspiracy board.
conspiracy board. It's like, Gavel, would you like to borrow this too?
I might just
Okay.
fucking
Yeah,
well,
one of you
now
uses
shouldn't
one
I?
side, the other uses the other.
And then
of
we
the whiteboard.
use the thread to combine the links.
Yep.
Revealing that the economy's true name is Pepe Sylvia.
Right.
So actually, I'm going to have Unblinking Eye use something too. One of his exigent powers. He reaches
Oh yeah.
under his shirt and pulls out the necklace that Gavel saw earlier. The
Mhm.
Orichalcum ruby.
The one I resonate
Yeah.
with.
He holds it up to his forehead like a third eye, presses it against the front of his turban. 3 beams of light shoot out and start waving all over the conspiracy board. Oh, so the spectral eye starts showing up in the background, and he's going to do a case character roll on him.
Can I add something real quick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so does Drew Hugh mention anything at all when the fact that Gavel brings up the asshole priest from that whole thing with her character development? Does Drew Hugh react to that at all? Or does even Unblinking react to that?
Unblinking doesn't really react beyond grimace of like, yeah, been there, it sucks. Drew has a bit more of a reaction as to like, oh, you're from oh, I see. Well, at least someone took care of him. And that's the basis of his reaction.
Okay, that is fair enough.
So that's 7 successes from Unblinking Eye.
It definitely is.
He takes a few moments to consider all the information you've laid out. The economy. The economy of souls and swords. And that's the first time I think any of you have heard that full name.
Oh yeah, it is. I am writing that down in my notes. Of souls and swords. That part's going in parentheses.
I already knew about it because Rex commissioned me for it.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Yep, he's making the character token
Cool.
of what his actual body looks like.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's That's gonna be for an actual boss fight later.
I might do take some like artistic liberties with it because I kind of had one particular idea I wanted to try, but I definitely received Rex's personal instructions on how to make this thing's body look like.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
So,
I definitely received some instructions.
Yeah. So, Unblinking Eye is considering this and appears to be using sorcerous magic from inside the gem itself, which is where his exaltation was inherited from. It was a sealed god soul inside a box. Like the Omnitrix, but instead of 10,000 different forms, it's one really powerful third tertiary soul that's jammed into your degenerate essence. Which is what an exaltation is. It's a third soul in addition to the 2 souls you already get.
Huh.
He goes into this. Economy of Souls and Swords is name. Most likely name. Arthur's note, that is his name. He's correct in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's doing some Sherlock Holmes-esque deduction right now with the board. He has the equations popping up around him. You actually see the equations popping up around him, by the way. These are tangible, real things showing up in his anima.
That's scary.
Yep. You see a lot of his thought process.
All right.
He goes real quick in there. He is full hyperfixating.
Should I? Gavel just kind of looks at.
He holds up a hand to stop you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cook.
You said interfered in Aura's business.
Indeed.
Economy of Souls and Swords is a guild factor.
A guild?
Slavers. / most other
I
major
see.
economies in creation,
Yes.
but infamous for slavery.
They enslave.
Uh-huh.
They enslave souls. It seems. They've recently
Before-
Gavel has a theory that
Before that was also slaver in more literal
Ew.
sense.
right.
That's not good.
Best guess.
Gavel's gonna have a thought bubble appear in her head, but I'll mention that to the DM later.
Okay. Have thinking suspicion. You said was found in tomb. Tomb was broken open. Who broke open tomb?
Are you saying they did?
It is possible, judging from evidence and timeline of, if suspicion is correct of being guilt factor, may have deliberately broken open tomb to gain the powers of Hearteater. So if Unblinking Eye's theory is correct, he deliberately went for this shit, knowing everything that it contained and the horrible shit that being a Hearteater is, and the human rights violations they are. They are a walking Geneva Convention violation, and he went, sign me up!
All right.
Who, Sozen or
Economy.
Economy.
Oh, economy. Okay. Goodness sakes.
All right. Yeah, we've been chasing this individual's tail for a good long while now.
It's been way too damn long, but I suppose it all ends here
To an
tonight.
extent, yes.
To a reasonable extent, at least. And then I can deal with the fucking antagonist.
True.
Finally.
Side note, the antagonist is not involved in this arc. That's for
Although-
later.
Yeah,
Although
that's
I must
fine.
admit, it does bring some complications because apparently, if you'll remember that little stunt I pulled at the tournament, the moonbow was theirs. I don't know how I did it. I just sort of pulled it out of somewhere.
Elsewhere.
Of elsewhere. But,
Accessing someone else's elsewhere is normally impossible, but question for another day.
yeah, I'm not sure how I did it myself.
He pauses, looks at Lythander. In regards to imprisonment, could store Hearteater bones in here once issue is dealt with.
That actually is probably the best
What would that-
idea. That would accomplish it being trapped. And
What-
very hard for people to get to it.
True.
exalts are immune to possession from this.
I wonder if maybe that's why I helped build this.
Further flashbacks. It is. I will confirm from Archive My Mentality that was one of the things this thing was designed to hold. This is essentially a walking Arkham Asylum you built.
Okay.
Except it's empty now.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Korak, what kinds of horrible things do you think we're storing here?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, oh, fuck a duck in a suit.
I'm pretty sure I didn't teach you that one.
No, but, yeah, no, this is not good. This is not good at all. This is very, very not good.
In comparison to the already not good we're dealing with.
Gavel,
Yes.
why is this prison empty? There's no bones
Oh, I see
either.
now. Okay. Nope.
Oh,
no, there's not.
Well, no, my wife is here. She is a prisoner, I guess.
One of the Sozens puts your hand on their shoulder comfortingly.
I appreciate it.
Are you... Lythander, with all that we've revealed now, are you sure that's what you...
What?
Never, you know what? Never mind. It's fine.
What I
Forget
appreciate that
forget I
someone at
said
least
anything.
took their
Fuck it.
Sentence.
Sentiment?
Like prison sentence.
Okay.
Seriously, and
Okay,
didn't
okay.
escape when they could have.
Gonna have to other stuff for the photoshops. Danny Phantom thumbnails.
Except it's Lythander with a
You
ring.
gotta stop the ghosts from coming through with that.
Instead
Yeah.
of the thermostat, it's the ring.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright.
Imprisoning whatever escaped. Need to deal with 15 issues today.
You're telling me.
So, Drew actually raises his hand. Hey, if any of you guys want armor, I could use the time shit in this ring to build new armor or weapons or whatever. I don't know if I could get any artifact grade, like any of the magical materials ready for you, but I could do that shovel I promised. And any actual, like, I don't know, protective gear.
Oh, thank God, I do. You see the rags I have on me.
I do, yes.
How
Points to
dare
your
you.
character token.
What's it? Gavel looks at her fists for a couple seconds and then looks to Drew. Could you make a weapon for this? And she...
There's our brass
Points at her
knuckles,
fist.
darling.
I could make several. That's hard.
Oh shit, that's actually
What's
pretty cool.
Hold on,
Cars
I'm
are
gonna look
cool.
up what...
That's like a curved.
I'm gonna look
It's
up
like
what
a
I could...
curved sword, right?
No, it's...
Oh, I see! Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so
okay.
he makes a
The
quick...
push dagger.
Yeah, he makes a quick illusory one out of volcanic air for you to demonstrate.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Could you make a mechanism to where I could, extend the blade or retract it, depending on if pressure is applied?
Scratches his 5 o'clock shadow for a second. Well, that would take time, but we got that, I guess, so I could try.
Excellent. You know what? That sounds like a great idea.
And we montage into the Season 2 outfits being constructed diegetically via DrewQ.
Yep. And then Gavel finally gets a weapon.
I think it's a weapon that's still compatible with your unarmed style, too, because it's a punch dagger you hold. Like, the blades come up between your knuckles like Wolverine, I think.
Yeah.
And, Lythander, do you want a new shovel?
Yes, I'll take a new shovel.
Want me to add any bells and whistles to this?
If you have any orichalcum lying around.
I don't, no. I think the only orichalcum I've seen is what those two have. Points at Aura and Eye.
Oh no, is there any way you can make that Doomstrider into a giant shovel?
You're not turning the mech into a goddamn fucking shovel.
I could turn its finger into a shovel. Like a shovel
No,
spade
turn
kit.
that to a drill.
We're not. Oh my
God damn
fucking
it. God damn
hells.
it. It was a matter of time, but god damn it.
No, a nicer shovel would work. I don't know, something that can expand to be a shield at sometimes.
Yeah, I could do that.
I do have the straw that might help with it too.
A what?
I show them my straw.
I'm going to go to the artifact section of this book just to go read through all the shit this thing can do. Written by the bad devs, but it's still in there.
Also, one little note. Guitars actually do appear in Elden Ring.
Yes, they do. I picked one up recently. They're pretty cool.
That's rad. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you run through all the features. I can't take anything from this without damaging it, but he looks around. I think I might be able to work in some elements from this, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I could always get a new one of these, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright, and he turns, last but not least, to Aura. You already have a really nice Devilcaster, but if you want to, I can do some quick examinations into figuring out what's up with this, because it seems to be a bit of a question mark.
That is true. I've been meaning to get this thing looked at. You should be able to handle it. Seems a little feral.
He picks it up and it does not bite him. And he rolled high enough to realize why. He leans in. Now, I don't want to be undiplomatic about this, but is Gavel hated by the sun?
Well, I guess.
Here, let me. He pulls over Drew here first. He pulls over I for a second, and he also touches it, and nothing happens.
No. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
He looks at this gun. He brings it up to his eye, examines it, making sure that it's unloaded. Naturally, even in creation, there is better firearm safety than Earth.
Got him.
And it just starts growling. There's something trapped in here.
Well, yeah, I figured that much. But what?
He pulls out a bit of volcanic glass from his sleeve and just kind of holds it in front of the gun, and you could see very closely near the trigger. The trigger is almost always constantly in, like, micro motion. Like, constantly flicking back and forth like it's trying to scratch something.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls it over other parts of the Flamecaster, and it seems like other parts of it are always in constant motion, trying to brush against something and dig into itself. It looks for all the world like it's trying to scratch an itch, or perhaps something a bit darker. Hey, I never thought I would say this sentence, but I think your gun is self-loathing.
So you're telling me there's a demon in my gun?
Hates other demons and itself.
How do I get the demon out of the gun?
Should you get the demon out of the gun is the question. What if it stops working?
I don't care. I want the demon out of the gun.
But why would you want the demon out of the gun?
Because it's a demon and it's in my gun. I don't want a demon in my gun.
Do you want me to get rid of the demon that's in my ring?
That's your problem, not my problem.
I'll make it your problem.
Yes, I would like to get the demon out of my gun. The process, but in a way that I could sort of, I guess, help it. Like, there's got to be a way to There's got to be a way we can talk to it. Or something. Like, get somewhere here.
This would take... Again, we need a crack team of therapists for this.
You know what? I think I know how to... You know what? I think I know how to deal with it. So, Aura is just gonna... Aura's just gonna take the flame caster. And it's gonna give it a kiss.
Okay.
And then they're just gonna take their time, sit down, and just grab a little piece of flannel and just start nicely and like slowly polishing it. See if it calms down.
Go ahead and give me a finesse plus presence roll.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we're going to wrap soon, but let me paint the picture for this final scene in between this roll.
3 successes.
So this is going to be a venture, and this was going to be a starting venture difficulty 5 in order to unpossess the gun.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a failed first step. Though not for lack of trying on your part. You're trying to be kind to... yeah, go ahead. This is another presence roll.
Presence
finesse.
plus anything that I want?
Finesse.
Or
Anything. Oh, finesse,
finesse? Okay. So I have to finesse this gun, is what you're saying.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Finesse presence, the 2 best things Gavel's good
Alright,
at.
so I have 5.
You can roll that too if you want.
This is slowly turning from a therapy session into an intervention for your gun.
I'm just trying to be nice to it.
I'm going to put this in that RPG quotes.
3, so no.
Oh.
Alright,
Alright, let's see if our hero can say this.
Man, I can't believe
Hold on.
Eggman came to his intervention drunk.
Hold on, Hold on. This thing's a demon, yeah?
There's a demon
in
in
the
here.
It
gun?
is some kind of
in my
creature
gun.
of darkness. Whether or not it is a demon from Malpheus or something else, unknown.
Since I'm of an infernal exalt, would I get anything to this or
I got
no?
a stunt out of it.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you an auto stunt.
Oh, okay. So auto stun is
2
just
dice.
2 automatics. Oh, 2 dice. Okay. Let's do that.
Oh my
Come
god!
on!
You rolled the most dice and you had the least successes.
12 dice, 1 success, 3 of those dice are 1s. None of you
Oh, yeah,
succeed.
they are.
Despite this intervention of all of you crowding around the gun, you start to hear it shout. It starts to speak for the first time in a while. Be here. I don't want to be here!
Well, we're trying to get you the fuck out of
We
that
are.
thing.
Why are you polishing me then? I hate...
I'm just trying to get you to calm down, sweetie. No.
Don't you call me that.
Okay, honey.
Yeah, this one's a complex.
The gun attempts to bite you.
I'll let it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on. Oh.
this one's gonna be a little difficult.
You know what?
Do
I'll.
I take damage?
You know what? I'll do that.
No.
You know what? I'll do that one thing later, since I know we need to wrap up.
Okay, so into the final scene of the comedy bit of now this gun is actively mad at you is the consequence for failing the first step. Later, so we cut back to the tournament house as the finals are going to be starting up. There's 4 people left:
Oh.
Lythander, Aura, Janice, the real one, and Relentless Argent Mist.
Oh boy.
Those are the final 4. And the bracket here is Aura versus Janice and Mist versus Lythander.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, we're not going to be getting the full fight, but we will be getting the opening before something happens.
Right.
So, who wants to have the intro speech for their fight first?
I'm not focused on the fight. I'm focused on my gun that hates me now.
All right, let's go with Lythander versus Mist then. You step up to this woman who's made of moon silver, your favorite metal.
Shiny.
She's gonna make a roll with her worst pool against you for social stuff.
Okay.
2 successes.
What's your resolve?
2.
2.
Players win ties.
Players win ties, yeah. So, for a second, she looks like she's gonna say something, but she stops herself. Surprised you got this far. You don't look like much of a fighter.
She says that to the person who looks like a dragon guy.
Oh, yeah, because you're currently in Leon's
Yeah.
shape, or outfit at least. Yeah, she does. Look, she still says that.
You don't either.
Her entire body erupts in the spikes. What was that?
You look like a pincushion.
Oh, hey, by the way, looks at the gun that Adam is currently screaming at in the background. And then she
Screaming
starts,
at me.
and then fire starts to burst from her own hands.
Nice party
Goodness.
trick.
Oh no, it's not a party trick. I've copied a bunch of that.
Yeah, no, that's a party trick.
You know,
You can never master it
we're
as they have. You're just a cheap imitation.
I realize you're mad at me. I'm not sure of it and what I did. I never knew there was a thing in my gun, but I guess I should have asked.
Shush the fucking gun, Aura.
Lythander, please make a force or finesse plus athletics roll.
Which one of us?
Force
Okay, I thought it was just to shut the gun up.
finesse plus athletics, you said?
Yeah, and she is spending an excellency on
Oh.
this.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
3 successes.
Oh my god!
Oh
Where was
my
that one,
goodness!
Gabby?
8 successes from Lythander.
She lunges forward and attempts to touch your ring,
I sidestep.
and you
Then do a
yeah,
backhand
and as you
chop.
sidestep and manage, as you sidestep and dodge, and this is the match starting, by the
I
way.
like to backhand
you
chop to
realize
gain
that-
power.
That's out of the context of this because something's about to happen. But I will reveal before that. You see part of her finger unfolds to try and make a copy of the ring.
Oh.
She was going to try and copy the powers of the ring.
Fucking
Oh, she
asshole.
died.
that's bad.
But she tried.
And that actually would have been permanent because one of the Alchemical Exalt's special abilities is to copy permanently the abilities of an artifact.
Even
Oh,
if
we
it
would've
is
had
a
to kill
high-level
her.
artifact
That's
made out of soul
psychotic.
steel that literally caused temporal things that would probably kill you if you try to create it.
Yeah, we would have.
Technically, it's made of moon silver and soul steel alloy. And she's resonant with moon silver as well.
Aren't solars resonant
she's
with
ma-
all material?
Yes, they are.
Funny that.
But it's at this point then, all of a sudden, everyone make awareness rolls.
Oh,
Awareness
lovely.
what?
Any specific attribute?
Any attribute. Low difficulty for this because we're closing off and I want a dramatic cliffhanger.
5, 6, 8.
7.
Awareness, you said?
Yeah.
5 successes.
Six.
All of you see this then. It's about this point then a piece of paper drifts down from the ceiling. This is written on it.
Lythander picks it up.
Yeah, you pick it up mid-karate
Yeah.
chop.
And I was about to say in the
Yeah,
middle of combat?
Because Lythander wants to disrespect this person very much.
And the
That's fair.
paper is beginning to glow.
The scripture of the haunted maiden. Once there was a maiden who was driven from her land. Great black staged chased after her, and their eyes shone blue. Monsters scrambled after her through the bush, though they found her not. Stumbling on the log, she fell and thought to surrender, and end the torment of the hunt. But then she stood and stuck out her tongue at the dark woods behind her. Love is smiling at your troubles, she said.
Mist looks at you and just says, "That's really shitty taunt poetry." And the entire room begins to shake, and then all of a sudden you're all underwater.
Yeah. I was about to say that doesn't sound, or yeah, that sounds more like a threat to everyone here.
And when I say you're underwater, I mean you're still inside the building, but now the entire place is seawater.
Underwater.
Yeah. And hey, with those awareness roll successes, you also saw something drip from inside of the ceiling. Gavel would recognize this as the secretions of an acid demon descended from Kimberly, the Yozi of the sea.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
is an-
I wonder who that
It is
could
an
possibly
acid
be.
ocean, and as the room is suddenly water, the demon starts to spread out. This is a first circle, but this is one of the most dangerous first circle. This is one of the most dangerous things you could fight in water because it turns water into more of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And this happens in the opening round of the fight. So 1 second they're trading blows and karate chops and chokeholds. Another second, boom, you're all underwater.
Cheater. Cheater. Murder.
Because, oh god, you're all underwater now. Anyone want to help anyone else?
I'm going to...
And or fight the demon?
I'm going to look at...
I will
at
try to get
Janice.
all civilians inside the ring.
I will look at Janice, and I will signal, like, timeout. As in, like, let's put the fight on hold and deal with whatever the hell's going on.
Nods, and you see vines start to snake out from under her clothes and start essentially snaking their ways through the water like ropes in a pool for people to grab onto.
All right. I thumbs up, and then I start going in, trying to, like, reach the top of the...
Yeah. Lythander,
water.
if you're trying to convince everyone to climb into this ring, this will require a presence or performance roll.
I'm going to...
Performance is
Yeah.
something Lythander's
I'm
good at.
going to try to reach the epicenter of the room. I don't know if this works. Does this water count as an environmental hazard?
Yes. So does the demon.
Does the do?
Oh shit, it was difficulty 5, so you managed to do it.
Actually... Oh, I didn't even roll yet.
Yeah, you rolled
No.
8d10.
That was for the...
Oh, something
Yeah,
else.
that was for the dodge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Wait, no,
reflexively.
was it? No, because I have 10d10.
Oh, well, either way, you succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
6
gonna
instead of
reflexive.
7. Or 7 over 6, yeah.
I will reflexively call Gloria Solar Arsenal so that I can reflexively focus.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, as an action, activate. Go to the center, I'm going to go to the center of the room, and then as an action, activate Burning Judgment Halo.
Okay. Well, we're up against the demon. Gavel, what are you doing as you're all of a sudden 2 seconds after the
Wait,
fight
actually,
started, all
wait a
underwater?
second. I have a better idea. We just shove all the water into the ring instead. Wait, do we have a friend in the ring still?
Druku remained inside to keep
Okay,
looking
I'm not
at the
gonna
War
do
Strider.
anything then. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to put
Okay.
people back into the
Uh,
ring, but to help them
Okay.
not die, but...
Let's see.
Okay, that's 3 power, that's still 3 power, so
Okay, so
I get enough.
I will say that, Lythander, you do succeed. I will need your speech on how you convince an entire room full of civilians to climb inside a magic ring. And you keep in mind you're underwater.
Everyone, if we don't do this, we will all die. Get in this ring, or you'll drown. I say, I say through the vibrations using my throat as,
Yeah, that's fair. I might add a gargling effect in post-production. So, as people start to panic and drown, they all see this happening, and before the panic attack can start, because this happens within the span of a few seconds, you see most people, not everyone yet, but most people start to pull their way across Janice's vines and climb into the ring.
Let's see. As for my move, I'm going to grab one of the people, and I'm going to use Inner Devil Unchained.
Oh God!
All right. Inner Devil Unchained. Spend 2 motes when touching a mortal character. The Infernal can transform them, granting the target demonic features. This grants them a 3-die bonus to a specific attribute plus ability combination, such as Force plus Physique to imbue them with the strength of a blood ape, or Finesse plus Performance to make haunting music like a devil harpist. This bonus manifests as hideous, obvious supernatural changes in the target's appearance. A character can only receive the benefits of this charm once. Removing the curse requires magical intervention from a god of healing, sorcery, or exalted medicine.
So is there anyone in particular you use? Like, any of, like, say, maybe there's some of the martial artists in the area, or...
Yeah, particularly just any of the mortal martial artists, the closest one to Gavel. She's going to touch them, and then do a Inner Devil Unchained.
Hey, remember the conspiracy theorist from the very first session in Champoor?
Yeah.
Hey, guess who you used that on?
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so Tahira is just minding her own business, watching the crowd, because she may have trained 1 or 2 of these people, like, that got her into the quarterfinals. And then, oh God, water everywhere. Oh, the green lady's, ah! So what features do you give her?
If we want to do maneuvering underwater, that would be finesse and athletics.
She is now a mermaid.
Presumably also breathing underwater.
Yes, something akin to a demon fish of some sort. Like,
she looks like a female version of the Shape of Water creature.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good enough.
She stops drowning, pauses, freezes at the gills. You see her go through every human emotion at once before settling on.
Don't question it. Go get people now.
Fine. Surges through the waves, and I'll have her quickly roll with a 3-die bonus from that.
Mm-hmm.
Boosted from a 7 to a 10.
6 successes.
So because of the hellfire now surging through her veins, she's moving about as fast... Like, what's a really fast fish?
That would be a tiger shark.
Oh, yeah, she's moving like that. Okay. She is moving back and forth and darting literally everyone else in the room who was not physically able to get there, including a few people like the tailor guy, Rashiv.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah, because he can't really swim all that great. He doesn't have legs, just a tail. Including him, although he was already almost all the way there anyway, because he has his own vines and genists. And a bunch of other people who couldn't get there, like people who couldn't get there under their own power, the elderly, the various disabled people. She just zoops everyone in the arena into there. Congratulations, you managed to successfully solve this problem I had no solution ready for.
Do I hurt the thing that did this?
Distracted. Which is important because it leaves the opening to stop it from eating everyone else.
Good stuff.
And we will close off this session via revealing that what is this thing of the symbol of serenity?
Your sister, Joey!
It can't be the sidereal, because shapeshifting in the demons isn't one of the... Did the sidereal summon this thing?
Yeah,
probably.
Oh, they summoned 2 demons.
So, I'm going to reveal to the players why exactly you're all underwater now. Remember that building that mysteriously moved?
Yeah, the what's it? But yeah, that one magic shop place that seemed to just appear. Yes.
Well, there was a second building that moved inexplicably that you guys didn't get to the bottom of.
The water
What
store.
happened here is Meon used the capstone dodge charm to move the building via editing celestial paperwork and blueprints. He
Yes,
dodged
okay.
the building into the ocean. And this, my friends, is the tip of the iceberg for absolute batshit sidereal magic. Wait until he's shooting you with imaginary attacks.
Literally, like, literal finger gun attacks. Like in Borderlands,
That is literally something they
Telltale
could do
one.
in the Exalted Modern setting, yeah.
and I believe it.
Alright, so we're gonna end off there with the realization that the trap has already been sprung, now you guys are fighting a mini-demon, and the camera zooms out over the full moon coming out from behind the new moon, not being visible in the sky. It is starting to happen now. The tournament has been interrupted. Now is when everything starts to happen all at once.
The shit has officially hit the first blade of the fan.
Tournament arc interrupted. Might return to it later, who knows. Anyone have any questions before we hit the stop button, or?
I think, good on any questions. If anything, I'll mull it over
Yeah, I
and
have a
ask
question.
them
What the
in
fuck?
time. A fair enough one, I suppose.
Questions like, how do we breathe? Does the demon affect the water inside our bodies? And the most important question of all, will Lythander and his ex reconcile?
No.
Alright, we're closing off there. I'm hitting the stop button.
Goodbye, everyone.
Next time we'll deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see each other some other time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are really excited to bring you our first big project, and you can also follow all of our socials for more of our content. Actual plays live and die by word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this episode, or know a friend or two who would be interested in this setting or the story we're telling, spreading the word is a great help to a brand new podcast. Me and the players have a lot of ideas and plot seeds for later, both in the far future and 2 weeks from now, the next episode of FateBreakers. Catch you then.